I know you're cheerful. You calm down. Alright, little more. Alright, that's all that we have for today on that. That's my favorite song. Okay, so everyone's probably like, what the crap is up with the nerd tails and the Potter glasses? I just felt like dressing like a nerd today, so if you don't like it, you can write me a very strongly worded letter with candy inside. That'll probably sway my vote. If Obama sent me candy, I'd vote for Obama. If Romney sent me candy, it would definitely have to be chocolate. Or else no. Yeah, speaking of votes, everyone probably voted today who wanted to. If you didn't get to vote and you wanted to, I am so sorry, especially because I can vote and I didn't. So I kind of took away your privilege there. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't vote because I don't like either candidate, and I'm actually of legal age to vote, and this would be my first year ever to vote, but I decided not to. Which a lot of people are like, you're gonna regret that when you're my age. And I'm like, well, by your age, you voted 80 times, so I really don't see why the one election I don't care about, why it would matter. What I get to do it in 4 years. But oh well. Oh well. This is just a ramble video. I tried to make a video about awkwardness, and it turned out to be too awkward. Who knew? What to talk about today? How good looking I am in these mismatched pigtails of beauty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. No. There have been things on my mind, and then they just kind of slip away. Yeah. I guess we could talk about the different kinds of nerd there is. Today in English class, we were talking about how my teacher is a grammar nerd, which I felt kind of bad because I was laughing at all the grammar jokes and I was the only one. It's usually the case. And I realized there are several different kinds of nerd. There is the World of Warcraft nerd, who are usually single men, who are addicted to World of Warcraft, as that is explanatory, or any other online game that requires you to be an elf. And those men are usually the sad ones, or the cool ones. Really just depends. There's also the Magic the Gathering nerds, and that is my whole church. And then there's us, the book nerds. Harry Potter glasses up. There's the book nerds who don't get half of the respect they deserve. I think that book nerds are probably the most underrated nerds of all time, because we're actually genuinely hated. People are always like, oh, World of Warcraft nerds, yeah, they're so lame, but deep down they're like, man, I want to be an elf so bad and reach level 75, and, oh god. But book nerds, it's either like, oh yeah, I read The Hunger Games, or it's like, I don't read, I watched the movie, or something like that. Okay, no it's not. So I just guess that this is a small, we're going to try to make this as short as possible, rant on book nerd hate. So it's turned into different kinds of nerds into book nerd hate. Okay, stop hating the book nerds. Because without us, you wouldn't have any movies whatsoever. Because all the book nerd fans are like, oh my gosh, this needs to be a movie. And then some big guy is like, say what? Hark, I do hear a plot line. And then they sneak up with their lots of money, and then they make it a movie, and they entertain you people who are too dumb to read. Sorry, I said it. I'm sorry, I said it. So basically, if we didn't have book nerds, you wouldn't have anything. Because movies is like the biggest pop culture thing, and book nerds are generally the smarter individuals, so we probably help you with a bunch of stuff. And book nerds are probably the people who give you the best advice, because they've read so many different books about it that they're like, I know exactly how you're feeling, and I haven't even gone through that because I read about it. So there's that. And book nerds have way better imagination, so if you ever have a group project, just get a kid who reads a lot, and they'll help you. Because they're the smart ones who also have an imagination. Because we're smart enough to stay and read a book that's like this big, bigger than my face. And we're also smart enough to create a whole world. A whole new world. And so we have the creativity and we have the smarts. And I know that I probably am not the smartest book nerd, but there's so many smart book nerds. I don't see how you could hate them. How can you hate smart people? I guess if they're really arrogant like I'm sounding, then you probably hate smart people. But give book nerds a chance, because we're really cool. And we like basically are in love with a dying breed. So we're basically like that one kid in your class who's obsessed with the Loch Ness Monster. Not me. And we're just the creative, spunky kind, and quirky, and we're those girls that you always want to fall in love with. So, give book nerds a chance. We're awesome. I'll probably talk about this more later because there's so much to talk about in books. You want to look at my books? Okay. Okay. Here's some of my books. There's some more of my books. I'm gonna move the camera. There's some more. And there's some more. Doesn't look like a lot, but that's over 100 books. There's some books scattered throughout the premises, and I also lend people my